Mr. President.
Senator from Nevada.
Mr. President, like all Americans, Nevadans have been through a difficult 2 years. Our state was one of the hardest hit by the pandemic. Nevada relies on tourism and travel industries, and with the country in lockdown, a huge proportion of our families saw layoffs or furloughs. In fact, we had one of the highest unemployment rates in the country at one point in time, 30%. For those families, the middle-class tax cuts that we passed in the American Rescue Plan have been an incredible lifeline. Today, I am joining my colleagues to stand up for extending these tax cuts. It's so important that we get this done for people not only in the Silver State, but across the country. In many cases, this money that Nevadans have earned really needs to go back into their pockets. We're talking about a tax cut that benefits the vast majorities of families in Nevada. In July of this year, because of the American Rescue Plan, as you've heard, the child tax credit increased to $300 per month for children under 6 years of age and $250 per month for children between 16 and 17 years of age. Working families with 2 young kids are receiving more than $500 a month back from the government to help them make ends meet. And it is making a tremendous difference. Over 594,000 children in Nevada and their families qualify for this money. I have heard story after story from people in the Silver State about the way the money is supporting their children. Some families are using the money for rent to make sure that their kids don't suffer from housing insecurity. Others use it for clothes for their children, or school books and other school supplies. Lori Munoz from Henderson, Nevada, told the Las Vegas Sun that she uses it for school lunches and other school expenses. She said, "You always think, oh, it's some extra money." Well, it's never extra money. Kids always there's always something that needs to be bought. And many families use it just to put food on the table. After those first payments were issued in July, the number of adults reporting that children in their households didn't have enough to eat fell by 1/3. And Jessie Cardinella from Reno told me that receiving the monthly payments let her stay afloat as a single mom on a teacher's salary and kept her from running up her credit card bills. She said, and I quote, "Thanks to the advanced child tax credit, I've mostly avoided this and been able to pay bills and even enjoy special outings with my children. The child tax credit encourages my family to make better choices in general, affording me assistance with quality childcare, options for healthier products and food, and providing the opportunity to participate in extracurricular activities that I believe are critical to a child's social and physical development." That was Jessie. And that's why it was so beneficial to her family and her children. Social interactions are so important for kids' mental health as well. And we know that throughout this pandemic. Triana James, a single mom in Las Vegas, used her extra funds to take her 2 sons. Mr. President, our medical support going for them. This is not the time to make it harder for people to keep a roof over their heads or get their kids the essentials they need. So let's make sure Nevadans can keep that money that they've earned and extend these middle-class tax cuts to Nevadans and all families across the country. Let's support the working people. Let's support hard-working individuals every day and help them with their economic recovery. And with that, Mr. President, I yield the floor.